Damn it. I died with my arm in a really weird position.
¡Ay, qué fabulosa!
¡Ey, cabrón! What's up, guys? My name is Damien.
My name's Carl.
Y mi nombre es Alex. I'm gonna do it the whole review so get prepared.
He's drunk. Don't do that.
We are our Mind Center, and we are coming at you live from your great-grandmother's downstairs basement. And we review movies, and we make short films. And today, we had the pleasure to go see a sequel. Baby, we got sequels this week. We got Ant-Man 2. We got another Jurassic World. Please stop it. We got Sicario. What?
You said this week. We're really busy. We watch 7 movies a week.
Anyways, there's a fear going around that Sicario 2 would have some sequelitis. Alex, before we get into whether or not that could even be a possibility, what is this damn film about?
Bueno, en este hay un cartel que están tratando de hacer una guerra contra otros carteles, pero los americanos no quieren tener loose ends, entonces tienen que matar a uno de sus amigos y también esa chica que es el hija del jefe del cartel.
Yeah, guys! We have a sequel to what I think is a really damn good movie. Directed by, the first one, directed by Denis Villeneuve, I hope I said his name right, and the cinematographer...
is Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, that's not a Spanish name. That being said, it is also the director of photography. The cinematographer is Roger Deakins, who, if you do not know, is the greatest cinematographer working today. They were on the first one, Josh Brolin, Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt, to create what I think is an A+ movie. And my worry going into this one is that, one, Emily Blunt is gone. Boom. Out of there. Denis Villeneuve, boom. Gone. Roger Deakins, boom. Gone. However, the saving grace of this movie as well, and a great part of the last one, is Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin. They come back in the same roles, and their characters, if you have seen the first one, are not only just as interesting, if not more, but just as dope. These two dudes are so cool, and they spearhead this movie, which has Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro teaming up because they have to do some skeevy ass shit in order to make a battle happen or a war happen with the United States and the cartel. And I think this movie does a very good job at not trying to recreate everything that the first one does, but
Jurassic World.
But just give you a little something new in there. What do you guys think?
Y ahí está la película.
No, I thought I thought it was incredible. I've never seen the first one, so to me it's not like watching this movie and thinking like comparing it. Maybe not comparing it, but putting it aside. The first one, because I haven't seen it. So for me, it was just watching a movie, and like that's it. And so I thought it was great. I didn't even have to compare it as a sequel, which is cool. That's the only cool thing about not having seen the first one. That's the only thing.
You going with fresh eyes?
Yeah, like Jurassic World, the first one, I didn't like it, but you know, like there was 3 before that, and I hadn't seen any of them.
What do you think?
Alejandro
Ingrato.
Cállate, mucho grande es tu boca nariz, perro.
Me gusta.
Hey, biblioteca.
Okay. I will say something small, and then I'm gonna go back into my Spanish.
Yeah, but don't. You know, like.
I like it.
I'm
at
sure
this
you
point
do.
I want to.
I don't know. It's kind of just a dirty language.
I think the directing was really good. They paid homage to the first one in certain scenes, and it's like one in particular that everybody has freaking talked about to death from the first Sicario. And they did kind of a new spin on it, and they kept the tension, and I think it worked really well. I like the way that they played with it. I think all of the actors hit the freaking mark and did a really good job.
You say freaking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who the hell are flipping you?
Y'all ready for this?
They did a good job, and I really enjoyed this movie. And
my favorite things about this movie and its predecessor, the first Sicario, is it's the way it's grounded in realism, the way the characters act, the way it's directed, and it's not some Hollywood-adized movie. This is a very tried and true, trying to be as grounded in reality as possible. And one of my favorite things about this movie in particular, because we talk about it in almost every review, if the movie's good, is subverting your expectations. And there's a lot of moments in this movie where you think you know how it's going to play out, and they're like, whoa, 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 hey, this is real, remember? This is real. And you're like, oh shit, some people don't get away. Or like, sometimes it's sad. What things that happen aren't a fucking happy ending. However, a choice that this movie makes towards the end of it is my biggest negative about the entire movie, is the whole thing is so grounded in realism. And the way the action is shot is so real. The way the characters act and the plot points are so real that a decision, which I will not spoil, towards the end of this movie is very Hollywood. And even the last couple seconds of this movie seem like they had to throw it in there. Like the writers were first forced by the company to throw it in there. Just wasn't a big fan, which is why I think, well, I won't go that way, because what if I finish my sentence, I'll be rating the damn thing, but.
So listen, all three of us and every other person that will ever watch this movie, the biggest negative is going to be that scene.
No.
Not Alex's.
No. Not me.
99999.
Das ist, was ist das?
And you're wrong.
Ich habe eine lange Schlange.
Anyways, he's wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
You're wrong,
That's
dude. Your
your
opinion
opinion.
is wrong.
Yeah, your opinion is wrong.
That's my opinion!
I do think it is the
We had
worst
to
part of
teach
the
you.
movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Everybody does. The guy out in front of us. My
I
biggest.
can't understand what he's saying.
No, because I just fucking ignore him. Like I do when he's speaking English.
Do you ignore everyone that speaks Spanish, you racist?
How could I be
I wear
racist?
my shirts like this too!
Anyways,
How could I be racist if I have only one button buttoned?
And it's the top one. Viste que cuando
Chinga tu madre. Anyways,
Yeah,
my-
he's like,
can't curse in this.
Chinga tu madre.
You don't have to add a dolphin sound.
No, ella puede entender que está diciendo
Edit,
entonces no tiene que decirlo.
Edit it out. Edit it out.
Güero.
Edit it out. Did you just say eggs?
Güero.
Huevos.
Huevos. Vos sos un huevo. Pero no huevo
Okay.
y sos un huevo.
Can we review this movie?
Yeah.
Can we review this movie?
I think that this movie makes a decision about 2/3 of the way through to switch the type of movie that it is. And it kind of slows down. I don't want to say completely, because there's still characters I'm invested in, but it does take a dive into the, okay, well now we're trying to be a movie here rather than just this nonstop, like, tense, like, joyride, right? And then the end, of course, like I said before, makes a decision that to me is just too Hollywood for a movie that is trying so hard, in my opinion, to not be that. And I know it might seem weird and slightly hypocritical, and I hope I'm not coming across as too negative, because I'm going to give this movie a 9. Because it is really, really cool. And anytime I leave a movie and I think about playing a video game, I want to act in a movie that's like this, or I want to go home and pretend that I'm a fucking Sicario myself. Wins my affection as far as movie goes. Because if you've watched any review we've ever done, most of the time I lean on the side of emotion. If a movie made me feel this way, if a music scene made me feel this way, and this movie really, really did it. I don't think it holds up to the first one, which I would have given a 10 had we reviewed movies back then. But this, I'm going to set it at a 9. I think it's just below the first one, but do not worry. This is a good movie, and you should go see it if you like anybody involved with it. I'm going to give it 9. 9.
9. Second time we use that movie.
9 school buses out of 10. I think that this is a very good sequel that is just right above sequelitis. Just above.
It's a really, really good movie. The acting is incredible, obviously. And the dialogue is some of the best I've seen in a movie in a while.
It's like Loaded Lucky.
Yeah. It's not shot like... It's not... It's...
It's
remember
not.
what he said. It's
Logan Monkey.
Anyways, it's there's nothing insanely creative about the way it's shot, but it is shot really well. What you think? You think that it was different? Like it was shot differently?
I hate it.
Anyways, it was shot really well, and all that shit. Everything that makes a movie, they did well. I'm gonna rate this movie about 8.75. Fingers out of 10.
I can feel the top of my head pulsing because not only is the hat cutting off circulation to my brain, but this is cutting off
You talk about
circulation.
yourself in the third person, like you're an alien controlling your body. I don't know. The head on this thing is just. Is that the Battlefield theme song? I thought you were doing Parts of the Caribbean.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Do you actually mean that? What do you want to give it?
8 out of 10.
Okay.
Don't act aggravated or
What do
impatient.
you want?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Because
How many eights?
I had this moment when I was
What-
trying to talk about
what
my
kind of
biggest
eights?
positive.
I gotta pee, dude.
I'm gonna give
We're
it an
falling
8.
apart.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Bitches.
School buses.
What did you say, Kyle?
School buses.
That's what I did. What are you doing?
You said Kyle. And then I told you what he said, and you didn't.
Did you hear what he just did?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for watching this review.
No,
everybody.
stop it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our review. I hope you enjoyed the memes, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the casual racism that we threw in there, just for your sake, because we know our viewers love that kind of shit.
You already know we like to lean like a cello.
Yeah, I hope you both enjoyed Kyle and Alex's forehead wrinkles and my abuse of my vision with Kyle's glasses.
Insecurities.
Kyle's glasses. Anyways, guys, I think we all think that this is a very well done sequel, and I hope more sequels take from this movie. Thank you guys so much, and I promise we will get out of your great grandmother's basement as soon as she starts cooking eggs in the morning. My name is Damien.
My name's Kyle.
You mean Limited Alex?
And we are Our Mind Center. We make short films and we do review movies. And I swear to God, if you don't fucking hit that like button or subscribe and or hit that bell, I will find you, and so will these two. And we will train our entire lives to become Sicarios, find you, murder you, and your entire family. And until next time, guys. I always stick around to see what we say.
How good are you with editing blurs?
He did it before.